And there's breaking news coming from the earthquake in Mexico moments ago. Word that there are no children still alive in that school that collapsed there after Tuesday's powerful earthquake. That came from the Mexican Navy. Earlier reports had indicated that up to 6 children might be alive in the rubble. But the Associated Press, quoting an official from the Mexican Navy, says there may still be an adult alive in the wreckage. In fact, they believe there is, but no children. The pile of wreckage shifted dramatically early this morning, and workers have been trying to prop it up with iron beams. We don't yet know how many sets of human remains may be underneath. A search and rescue team from Los Angeles now in Mexico to help. A photo of them here on a cargo plane. The U.S. ambassador to Mexico says they have experts and tons of equipment. Mexican officials say so far the quake has killed 245 people officially and injured more than 2,000. Our chief correspondent Jonathan Hunt is live at that school in Mexico City. Jonathan.
Shep, it's a very tense scene here at the school right now. The school is about 50 yards or so behind me. It is a hive of activity and remains so. A lot of rubble being brought out from that scene, loaded onto the trucks you see here. And then as we come slightly left and down a bit, you can see the supply tents that are set up. These are set up to support the rescue workers in there. Hundreds, if not thousands, of volunteer civilians doing what they can to help in this very intense rescue effort, Shep. Now, we have been getting conflicting reports all day, as you just pointed out, about whether or not there may be any survivors underneath the rubble of that school, and whether, if there are, they are children or adults. The latest, as you said, from the Associated Press, hearing from the Mexican Navy, which is one of the institutions involved in this rescue effort, is that they do not believe there are any surviving children. They do believe there may be an adult alive. We have heard directly from our sources closer into the school there that a heat-seeking camera has picked up a signal that would indicate that indeed there may be somebody alive. But I want to caution, Shep, even with the Associated Press hearing this from the Mexican Navy, there have been so many conflicting reports floating around about who may or may not be alive underneath that rubble. It is difficult to take anything with any certainty at this point. Obviously, the parents who are still gathered here, the parents of the children who are still missing, are hoping against hope that their child may still be alive, may come out from underneath that rubble. But obviously, Shep, now we are some 48 hours on from that 7.1 earthquake, and with every passing minute, hopes of finding survivors here or indeed at any of the other sites around the city begin to dim. Shep?
Much of the focus has been on this school for obvious reason, but you mentioned the other sites. It appears there are dozens and dozens of them. Any progress?
Yes, indeed, there has been some progress, Shep. We were at an office building that collapsed, and I believe you may have live pictures, or if not, then video from that building. That is in downtown Mexico City, an area known as Roma. That was a 6-story office building that collapsed overnight. Something of a miracle there. 2 women and 1 man pulled out alive, and the search and rescue effort goes on there. We are told by families of people who they believe were in that office and building and are still missing, there may be at least 14 people still trapped in there. Again, whether they are dead or alive, we simply do not know. But as President Peña Nieto has said, Shep, this remains in his eyes a rescue operation. They will not give up until they are certain there are absolutely no chances of anyone else surviving. Shep?
Jonathan Hunt, live from Mexico City. Thank you.